In the Stardew Valley 1.6 update, there have been a ton of huge changes to the game. Like the giant trees over in Cindersap Forest that I talked about in my last video, the addition of the bookseller and power books, brand new festivals that span across multiple days, an entirely new farm type, new crops, and so much more. But in this video, I wanted to talk about more of the subtle changes that are easily overlooked that I've noticed while playing the 1.6 update so far. Miscellaneous changes or additions that are easy to miss but can make a big impact if you're aware of them. The nitty-gritty details, if you will. So without any further ado, let's rapid fire through 30 random subtle changes in the Stardew Valley 1.6 update. Ready, set, go. In the event that a meteorite lands on your farm, you will now have a 25% chance to receive a prismatic shard after breaking the meteor with a gold or iridium pickaxe. Previously, it would only drop iridium ore, stone, and 2 geodes. And fun fact, when 1.6 was first released to the public, the drop rate of prismatic shards from a meteorite was 100%. But in patch 1.6.3, the rate was reduced to 25%. Darn. If you're an avid Emily fan, you may have noticed that her portrait design looks a little less unhinged. That's right, in the 1.6 update, Emily's portrait got a little bit of a revamp. Can't tell the difference? Well, here's a comparison of the two. It's definitely very subtle, but it really makes a huge difference for some reason. I noticed it almost immediately the first time I saw her. She just looks so much softer. A very unfortunate update is that inflation has hit the dwarf's shop, specifically the bombs for sale. That's right, all bomb prices have increased. Cherry bombs went from 300 gold to 450 gold, regular bombs went from 600 gold to 1,000 gold, and mega bombs went from 1,000 gold to 1,600 gold. A real tragedy if you ask me. Once you've fully upgraded your farmhouse, there are now 4 new home renovations to make your farmhouse even bigger than before. These room expansions now come with a fee, but we can now add a dining room, an attic, an expanded corner room, and a cubby. We now also have the option to move the farmhouse entirely. The Stardew Valley map now changes visually to match the season you are currently in, and we also now have a map of Ginger Island that is present when visiting the island. Co-op player cabins got a bit of an update in 1.6 with the introduction of 4 entirely new cabins that can be fully upgraded. And cabins also no longer require materials to build, only money. Players can now obtain portraits of their spouses that can be used as decor by hanging them up on the wall. These portraits can be found after reaching 14 hearts with your spouse. Once you've achieved that, you'll then be able to purchase your special portrait from the traveling cart for 30,000 gold. And yes, there is even one for Krobus. If you've spoken with Evelyn before, you may have seen the dialogue where she states, "I used to love looking at the clouds, but I have trouble seeing them these days. My eyes just don't work like they used to." Well, Evelyn now likes broken glasses as a gift, and she says she's been looking all over for them after gifting them to her. There are a few new items for sale at Sandy's Oasis in Calico Desert. You can now purchase decor items like a coat stand, a clothesline, and functional mannequins that you can dress up with shirts, pants, shoes, and hats. Similar to how torches are able to be placed on fence posts, 1.6 now also allows us to place torches right on top of any of the sprinkler types for nice, even lighting around the farm. Farm pets can now randomly give the player a gift every day after being petted once you've reached maximum friendship with them. Your animal friendship can be checked on the new animals tab in your inventory. Oh, also you can put hats on them now. On days when Pam is unavailable to be present at the bus stop after you've repaired it, there will be a sign present that tells you to drive yourself to Calico Desert. This needs to just be a mainstay, honestly. Free Pam from the shackles of her bus driver duties, please. I mean, isn't she drunk every day anyways? Why is she the bus driver?
Let me drive the boat.
After the fish tank bundle is completed, the broken fish tank will turn into an actual fish tank. It will contain a catfish, a sunfish, and a snail. Players can now add up to 5 bottom creatures and 5 swimming creatures into the tank and 1 decoration piece, like coral, seaweed, stone, etc. Joja Cola is now slightly more useful in 1.6, as drinking Joja Cola now results in a short speed buff. Now Joja players will have more use of their Joja Cola machines. You can now feed your horse carrots. Not only is this new feature incredibly adorable, but doing so will increase your horse's speed by 0.4 for the rest of the in-game day. Prismatic slimes are now a little more common. The chance of finding one while completing this specific quest went up from 0.75% to 1.2% on average, and also made luck modify the chances of encountering it. And speaking of slimes, there's now a rare yellow slime that has a 0.1% chance of spawning in the regular mines and skull cavern. Killing these yellow slimes will drop money. There are now more available decorations to add into all of the fish tanks. These items include anchors, treasure chests, pearls, frog eggs, pineapples, ancient swords, hardwood, nautilus shells, rainbow shells, Joja Cola, clay, and even Lewis's lucky purple shorts. There's now a chance to encounter a new rare ambient critter at night around Pelican Town, more specifically a possum. They are a little bit scary if they catch you off guard too, so beware. And speaking of critters, let's talk about today's sponsor, Capyara. If you or someone you know loves capybaras, do I have the deal for you. Capyara is home to high-quality capybara-themed plushies and accessories that make for very thoughtful and unique gifts for yourself or for others. They just released these absolutely adorable capybara necklaces in 3 different colors: silver, gold, and rose gold. I love everything about these necklaces, all the way down to the packaging. It's also thoughtfully crafted and looks super cute with any outfit. If you'd like to purchase any products from Capyara, you can use code MRIZ10 at checkout for 10% off any purchase. Plus, they usually have great sales going on their website that can be stacked on top of my creator code discount. Using my code at checkout is a great way to support the channel while also getting something nice for yourself or for your loved ones in return. Thank you so much for listening, and let's get back to the video. You may know about the honk or splat sound that can occur by clicking on the Concerned Ape logo in the opening intro screen. But in 1.6, there is now a rare green animation that can occur when clicking on the loading screen. The new power book, Jewels of the Sea, makes it so fishing treasure chests have a chance to yield roe, which means that there's a chance to get your hands on roe from legendary fish. But since legendary fish can only be caught once per save file, the roe associated with each legendary fish can also only be obtained once per save file. Aging this roe sells for a hell of a lot of gold. After you've collected 100 golden walnuts on Ginger Island, you will unlock a new book purchasable from the bookseller, the Queen of Sauce Cookbook. Upon reading the book, players will learn all of the cooking recipes that could otherwise be learned from the Queen of Sauce TV channel. This includes recipes that have not been aired. This helps immensely with achieving perfection. After year 1, prize tickets can be obtained at certain festivals, instead of the year 1 prizes. You'll receive prize tickets from wins at the Egg Festival and Festival of Ice. And you will also get a prize ticket every other year at the end of the Spirits Eve maze, plus an entirely new maze layout every other year as well. Prize tickets can also be obtained from the daily quest board for every 3 quests completed. So this is a great way to get prize tickets early on, before unlocking the big quest board in fall. Kent now likes the Dwarvish Safety Manual as a gift. If you don't know, this book makes bombs deal 25% less damage to you. Oof. Dark. In the regular mines, mine barrels, coal carts, and floors 45 and 85 will now refresh at the start of each year, so you can now obtain more loot in a single player game in the mines. Players can now access Clint's shop and geode services while a tool is in the process of being upgraded. Void eggs are now poisonous instead of nutritious. Consuming one will cause anywhere from -92 to -240 energy to be drained, depending on the egg's quality. On Spring 17, a pot of gold appears at the end of a rainbow at the waterfall near the Hat Mouse. When the player interacts with the pot of gold, they receive the leprechaun hat and some gold. In year 1, players receive 200 gold. This increases every year by 25 gold until year 93, when the amount caps out at 2,500 gold. If you put cookies on the table during the night of Winter 24th, aka the eve of the Feast of the Winter Star, the next morning they will be exchanged for a mystery box. Thanks, Santa. And that, my friends, are all of the random subtle changes that I've compiled for this video. I really believe that games like Stardew Valley are considered one of the greats because of all the little details in them. It really lets the fans know that the game was made with so much thought, passion, and love. Which one of the subtle changes in this video is your favorite? Or do you know of any more subtle changes that I didn't mention in today's video? Please feel free to leave them down in the comments below. I would love to read them. And maybe we can do a part 2 sometime in the future. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a like on your way out and subscribe if you haven't already for more Stardew Valley content. I live stream Stardew Valley Let's Plays here on YouTube weekly and would love to see you there. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!